Welcome back to Decode with Sahil. So today we are going to solve the problem best time to buy and sell stock. So this is the second problem of blind 75 list, and this problem is very crucial for understanding patterns in array based problems, and is a common question with interviews from Amazon, Google. Basically, it builds the foundation of different array problem that you'll encounter later on, right? So let's go through the problem. So here, uh, you're given an array prices where price of I is the price of a stock on the ith day. You want to maximize your profit by picking a single day to buy and another day to sell in the future. So basically, you can think it of as a real world scenario where you would buy a stock at a lower price and sell it at a higher price. Okay, so so we can, like, I can explain you with an example. So we are given an array of prices. So this is 7, 1, 5, 3, 6, 4. Okay, so how you can maximize your profit? So it's clear, like if you'll buy at the price 1 and sell it at price 6, then you would gain a profit of 6 minus 1, that is 5, right? So uh, you need to calculate the maximum profit you can achieve with the particular array of prices that is given, right? So so you can pause the video here and you can think of a solution by yourself, and then you can come up here and then we can discuss. Okay, so now what we should always think of a brute force approach, like the basic approach that come up in your mind. Okay, so now what is the most basic approach? What is the naive thing that comes up in your mind? So what I can think of is that I would look at every possible pair of days, every possible pairs, and like for each pair I would calculate the profit. Okay, and then I would track the maximum profit across all the pairs. So I can explain. So if I consider the example one only, okay, so now I would compare 7, that is at day 0, with every subsequent price. So if I would calculate it with 1, so the profit would be minus 6. I would calculate with 5, the profit will be minus 2. Okay, so this way I would keep track of all the profits. Now I would come to 1, then I would calculate profit with 5, then 3, then 6, then 4. Then I would come up with another number, that is 5. Then I would calculate it with 3, that is minus 2, 6, that is 1. So similarly, so in this way I would calculate profit from each pair, and then I would find the maximum profit that would come across from all of these pairs. So this approach would work. Definitely it would work. But it is still inefficient, right? As discussed in our previous video. Because it checks every pair, right? And if there are n prices, so it would take n square of time, which is too slow for larger inputs. In this case, it is given that the length of the prices would go up to 10 to the power 5. So we need to optimize it. Okay, so I can explain you the optimal solution, but first you can try code the naive approach and then come back again. Okay, so now to solve this effectively, to optimize this particular solution, we can use a one pass algorithm that tracks the minimum price seen so far and calculates the profit for each day. So what is the basic idea behind that optimized approach is that we need to keep track of the minimum price as you iterate through the array, right? And at each day you would calculate the profit if you sell on that day. Okay, so I know, like, it might be overwhelming and it might be confusing. So I'll show you with a rough example. Okay, so now we are given this array, right? Now I would start with a minimum price. So I would take it a bigger value. Okay, and the max profit I would take it as 0. Now I would iterate it through whole of the array. So at price 7, I would update the minimum price to 7. Okay, at price 1, I would update the minimum price to 1. At price 5, I would check for the profit. So the profit would be 5 minus the minimum one. Okay, that will be 4. So the max profit would be 4. Now at price 6, when I would come at price 6, so the profit would be 6 minus 1, because the 1 is the minimum price that is there, because no value is greater than 1 until we have reached 6, right? So the max profit. So after iterating through the whole array, whatever max profit is coming out, that is our answer, right? So let's go through the solution, and then you would understand it better. Okay, so now I would take a min price, okay, and I would declare it to a maximum value, so that if I want to compare it with a value, so that like if I want to compare a value with 7, so I need to have a larger value so that I could compare it with, right? And the max profit, I would declare it as 0 for now. Okay, now I would iterate through the array of prices, okay, and I would update the min price if a lower price is found. So I can use a for each loop to iterate over the array. So I can take price from prices, right? And if the price is less than minimum price, right? If a price is less than the minimum price, so suppose if 7 is less than the this minimum price, then I would update the minimum price, obviously, because then I got a new minimum price. So that would be equal to that price, right? Else, okay, if the price is greater, so then I would uh, calculate the profit and update the max profit if it's greater. So the max profit would be math.maximum of max profit, right? Uh, comma price minus minimum price, because uh, the max profit would either be unchanged, so it could be maximum profit, or the difference between price and the minimum price, right? So now we will get a max profit and we'll return the max profit, right? So now let's run this solution, and then I'll try run this code for you so that you would understand it better. So now the base cases are accepted, so I would submit the code. Okay, so it runs fine. Okay, so so now how it works is, so min price it is set to a very high value to track the lowest price. Okay, and max profit it starts from 0. Now if the current price is less than the min price, so I would update the minimum price. So what happens here is, like suppose uh, in the first case the min price is the largest integer value. Now we compare it with the min price. So our current price is less, so the min price would now become 7, right? Now or else if it is not updated, I would just calculate the profit price minus min price and update the max profit. So this way, if we'll iterate over this whole array, so the min price would come out to be as 1, and the max profit, so if min price is logged at 1, and whenever we'll reach at 6, so it will be 6 minus 1, 5. So it would calculate the max profit, and max profit would come up as the maximum value only for that particular transaction. So this would be returned as the answer. So I hope you got the solution. If there's anything, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.